I'm going to take a moment here and switch characters. And I'll switch over to my primary Beastmaster build. I have a lot of variations, but this is the one that I find I enjoy playing the most. And if I take her over to Commandant and go up here to Modoc Crevice, right? So if I come into here, what I find is the build that I like to play. Now this character, I've leveled up this character with, I have some Sunspear ranks and some Norn ranks as well. So with Norn, I got this skill, Feel No Pain, that gives me 3 health regeneration, and if my character's drunk, I also get plus 300 maximum health. So I actually have a benefit during combat. I have to keep my inventory open, and I drink hard ciders to keep my character slightly tipsy so that I can get that plus 300 maximum health. And then Never Rampage Alone is a Sunspear ability that gives me another plus 3 to health regeneration and a faster attack. The faster attack doesn't matter that much. Yeah, I know it's interesting because a lot of games have you can set up your equipment to, have hotkeys set up for the gear. For the most part, Guild Wars doesn't have that, with this exception. So we don't have potions or things that heal us, but you can get yourself drunk. So what I find is these 3 abilities are, of course, Comfort Animal is the one that summons and then, or it allows me to take my pet with me, and it reanimates my pet if they die. These 2, Predatory Bond allows the pet to heal me as it deals damage, and Call of Protection, with this damage reduction of 21 per attack, it makes the pet almost indestructible. And then I use 3 attacks. I use the Enraged Lunge. This is the elite skill. This actually changed back when I think this was a faction skill, and when it first came out, what Enraged Lunge would do was an extra 20-something damage per recharging Beastmaster skill up to 80, and it still does that in PvP. It's really cool. It deals a lot of damage. This one is actually weaker. It adds the deep wounds condition and deals a little bit of extra damage. Yeah, you're correct. You can't hotkey consumables, so you have to click it. So what I usually find is I'll give 2 clicks to the alcohol at the very beginning, and that's enough to get me through the immediate instance. The key thing is I just have to remember to hit it. If I don't hit it, then my hit points max is 451 instead of 751. But yeah, so these 3 attacks are pretty good. Predator's Pounce is solid, and it actually heals the pet. And then Brutal Strike, if they get below 50% health, this will deal, 74 extra damage. So I'll show you in here. This build is pretty fun because you kind of stay back. You let your pet focus on dealing the damage, and if you get the timing of it right, it's easy to stay alive, and if you need to run away, you can be running away whilst your pet is dealing the damage. So it works out pretty well. All right, Call of Protection I can hit right away because it recharges faster than its duration, so that's not a problem. And then actually hitting it right away gets me the energy back. So I'll drink up a couple of alcohols, hit Feel No Pain and Never Rampage Alone, so I have 750 hit points. And let's start getting these guys coming. The Drakes are easy. I don't have to do much for them. But I can just go in here and light them up. There we go. And you see that my damage is very low. Here we go. Let's get the Drake in here. We'll get the Drake to come in first. We'll take these 2 out, then we'll take out the group of guys in there, and then we'll hit the other 2 Drakes. So if you watch my damage, I'm dealing he dodges, he deals next to nothing. But my pet is hitting him hard. So when he does an Enraged, it's 109, 106. So the pet did 2 attacks and took the Drake down. One thing to keep in mind, this Beastmaster build works exceptionally well if you're dealing with fewer numbers of larger creatures. And if you can run away and get the creatures attacking your pet, that's the ideal. You want them to attack the pet, keep them off of you, and then they just take, the pet just chews them down one at a time. All right, so I still have a little bit of alcohol, I think, but I might as well go ahead and hit it again just to be sure. And let's go ahead and hit the Call of Protection again. All right, now they're going to come charging in here, And this is a nice narrow spot because they'll charge straight in. And as they come in, my pet starts attacking them. And what you do is you wait to see the big number, because you see the small numbers of your damage, and then you'll see the big number of the pet's damage. And when you see the big number, that one hit, so you hit the next attack. Now you notice I got knocked down there, but the pet kept right on attacking. So I can do those pet attacks while I'm laying on the ground. Nope, they did something to reduce all the damage to 0 on that one, but the next one lit them up, so no problem. And that constant regeneration of those two skills together is just, it's basically a +6 regeneration. So they got to kind of hit you hard, and if they're in a kind of a damned if they do, damned if they don't situation. If they're attacking you, then they're not doing anything about the pet, and if they're attacking the pet, they're not attacking you. So you can always bring the pet back. Yeah, it's a fun one, and it's nice just sitting back. You can generally sit back and relax as you play through these. This isn't one that takes an awful lot of management to get through. There we go. Wooden buckler. These drakes, again, they're not too bad. They're kind of strong, but as long as they're generally attacking the pet, I don't care too much.